Europe is famous for food, but here's something many travelers never discover. Some of the most memorable food experiences in Europe aren't found in famous capitals. They're found in old towns, quiet streets, family kitchens, in markets older than countries, and cafes that have been serving the same recipes for generations. Because in many parts of Europe, food isn't just food, it's identity, it's pride, it's memory. And sometimes you can sit at a table eating food prepared in a way that hasn't really changed for hundreds of years. Today, we're traveling through Europe, not chasing trends, but traditions, places where food is still made the old way, and loved deeply by locals. Let's begin. Modica, Italy. Modica is a hill town carved into warm Sicilian stone. At first glance, it feels quiet, almost timeless, but food lovers come here for something truly unique. Chocolate. Not modern chocolate. Chocolate made using a traditional cold processing method that locals believe dates back to techniques introduced during Spanish rule, inspired by much older Central American traditions. If you want the real experience, go to Antica Dolceria Bonahuto. They've been making chocolate here since the late 1800s. There's no milk, no modern smoothing process, just cocoa, sugar, and patience. Because the cocoa is never overheated, the sugar doesn't dissolve. That's why Modica chocolate feels grainy, intense, almost raw. Many visitors describe it as a glimpse into how chocolate may have tasted centuries ago. While you're here, locals often recommend trying chocolate infused with citrus peel or spices, or in summer, a chocolate granita to cool down in the Sicilian heat. This isn't just dessert, it's a living food tradition, still proudly preserved. San Sebastián, Spain. San Sebastián sits in Basque country, and that distinction matters. Basque culture treats cooking with deep respect, not just as nourishment, but as craft. For generations, cooking clubs known as Sociedades Gastronómicas have been central to social life, where friends gather to cook, debate recipes, and share meals. If you want to experience that spirit, go to La Cuchara de San Telmo. It's small, often crowded, and intensely local. Here, you might try slow-cooked pork cheek, grilled octopus, or seared foie. What makes food here special isn't complexity, it's care. Sauces reduced slowly, meat cooked patiently, ingredients chosen with intention. Afterward, many locals continue the ritual, one pintxos at a time, moving from bar to bar, pairing food with conversation and local wine. Here, food isn't rushed, it's social, it's shared, it's celebrated. Colmar, France. Colmar looks like something from a storybook, but its food tells a story shaped by borders. This region sits between France and Germany, and many dishes reflect that cultural blend. For a truly traditional experience, locals recommend an Alsatian windstub, old wine taverns that have served regional food for generations. Wistub Brenner is one such place. Order tarte flambé, ultra-thin dough, fresh cream, onions, smoky bacon. The secret is the baking, traditionally fast, at very high heat, often in wood-fired ovens. It's simple food, but deeply rooted. Many people also pair it with local Riesling wine or try choucroute garni, sauerkraut with meats, another dish shaped by preservation traditions. This is borderland cuisine, quietly proud of its history. Braga, Portugal. Braga doesn't compete for attention. It doesn't need to. Northern Portugal is deeply traditional, and its food reflects that character. If you want to eat like locals, go to Taberna Belga. Here, meals are generous, hearty, and comforting. One ingredient defines Portuguese food culture more than most people realize. It is cod fish. Locals often say Portugal has hundreds of cod recipes, sometimes jokingly described as one for nearly every day of the year. The secret is preparation. Cod is salted, dried, soaked, and slowly cooked, a process developed to preserve fish long before refrigeration. While you're here, locals also recommend trying a strong espresso with a regional pastry. Mornings in Braga are often quiet rituals rather than rushed routines. This is food shaped by the sea and by time. Graz, Austria. Graz sits in Austria's fertile southeast, surrounded by farms, vineyards, and orchards. Food here is deeply connected to the land. If you want to taste the region, visit Der Steirer. One ingredient defines Styrian cuisine: pumpkin seed oil, dark green, nutty, almost smoky. The secret lies in slow-pressing roasted seeds without heat. Locals drizzle it over salads, soups, and some even experiment with it on desserts like vanilla ice cream. Another regional favorite is Backhendel, Styrian fried fried chicken, crisp on the outside, tender inside. This is regional cooking that predates trends, farm to table, before it had a name. Take a second. Imagine standing right there, smelling the kitchen, hearing local voices, feeling the rhythm of the place slow down around you. And this is why we created TerraSpark, to spark your curiosity, spark your inspiration, and help you discover places you didn't even know you were dreaming about. Now, let's keep going. Lecce, Italy. Lecce glows with southern Italian warmth, golden stone, Baroque curves, but locals will tell you, the day begins with breakfast. And breakfast matters. Go to Cafe Alvino, order a pasticciotto, a warm pastry filled with silky custard, paired with espresso. The secret is in the dough, traditionally made with lard, giving it a soft, crumbly texture. Many locals also enjoy rustico leches, a savory puff pastry filled with bechamel and mozzarella. This isn't a special occasion, it's everyday pleasure. Ghent, Belgium. Ghent often surprises visitors, less polished than Bruges, more lived in. Many Belgians consider it one of their favorite food cities. For something iconic, go to Friture de Papagaai. Belgian fries are famous for a reason. They're double fried, once gently, then again until golden and crisp. Traditionally, they were fried in beef fat, though methods vary today, served with dozens of sauces and strong opinions. Locals don't debate whether fries matter. They debate how they should be made. Bologna, Italy. Ask Italians where the best food lives. Many will say Bologna, quietly, confidently. Go to Trattoria Anna Maria. Order tagliatelle al ragù, fresh egg pasta, slow-cooked meat sauce, very little tomato. The secret is time. Ragù simmers for hours, sometimes longer. Many locals also recommend visiting a deli afterward to try mortadella, its birthplace. This is Italian food at its source, uncompromising. Tromsø, Norway. Tromsø lies far north, above the Arctic Circle, and the food reflects that environment. Cold waters, wild ingredients, minimal intervention. Go to Fisk accompany it. Try Arctic cod or king crab. Cold seas produce firmer flesh and naturally sweeter flavor. The focus here is freshness. Sometimes fish arrives just hours before it's served. Locals may also suggest stockfish, air-dried cod preserved by wind and cold, a technique developed centuries ago. This is food shaped by nature and restraint. Tbilisi, Georgia. Tbilisi is often described as one of Europe's most underrated food destinations. Food here is emotional, family-centered, deeply social. Go to Cafe Litera. Order khachapuri, hot bread, melted cheese, egg, butter. The secret lies in local cheese blends, salty, stretchy, comforting. And then there's wine. Georgian wine is fermented in clay vessels called kuvevri, a method that archaeological evidence suggests is over 8,000 years old, making it one of the oldest wine traditions on Earth. Here, food isn't rushed, it's shared, celebrated, remembered. Europe isn't just something you see, it's something you taste. And some of the most meaningful flavors are still hiding in small towns, old kitchens, and places locals have loved for generations. So, which place surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you love discovering places most travelers miss, subscribe and join the next TerraSpark adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, keep tasting, and stay curious.